Guess what? It's 2024, and I'm here to tell you that 2024 could be your best year. What is up, you guys? My name is London. If you are new here, welcome. I do content on beauty, self-care, and productivity. And today I have an amazing video for you guys. It is how to dominate your year of 2024. I have 6 simple steps for you guys. I've made it completely easy so that you guys can apply these 6 simple steps into your life and get started dominating your 2024, because I'm telling you, this year could be a powerful year for you. So if that is something you're interested in, then just keep it right here. And if you are new, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and join the family. So let's jump right on into it. Step number 1. This is probably the most important step. It is called the 3 P's. Prepare, plan, and prosper. So let's start with prepare. When you prepare, you have such a better outcome of prospering in the end. What do I mean by that? When you prepare your lunch, you have a way better outcome of actually eating good. When you prepare for a meeting, you have a much better chance of doing well within that meeting. When you prepare in life, people know that you prepared, you know that you prepared, and you just have a much better chance of doing well. That same concept goes to your goals. When you prepare, when it comes to your goals, you have a much better chance of actually accomplishing them. And then when you prepare and plan, when you put both of those things together, you have a way higher chance of actually accomplishing those goals. And that is why the last P is prosper. So for example, if I know one of my goals, and I'll share one of my goals with you guys for 2024. One of my goals is to dominate in fitness and really tackle all of the fitness things that I want to accomplish within 2024. Why? Because fitness is important to me. Living a long life is important to me. And so that is why that is one of my goals. So before even going to work out, I prepare my workouts, my meal plans, everything the night before or even the week before. When it comes to my meal plans, I know on Sunday what I'm going to have to eat Monday through Saturday. I know exactly what I'm going to have. I know exactly how many calories it is. I know exactly how much fat I'm going to be intaking for the whole week and each day. I know exactly how much protein I'm going to be intaking for the whole week and each day. Before I even go to the gym, I do not walk into the gym aimlessly. I know all of my workouts that I'm going to do. I know the reps that I'm going to do, and I know how many times I'm going to do those workouts each week. So that has helped me tremendously when it comes to accomplishing one of my goals, which is fitness. Because before, I never used to prepare, I never used to plan, and I never would prosper. The other thing that I do is I lay out all of my clothes for the gym the night before. And I come to my desk, which you guys are currently in my office. Welcome to my office. I come to my desk and I look at, okay, these are the outfits that I'm wearing for tomorrow. This is my gym outfit. I laid out everything, including my socks, okay? There's no mistake when I wake up in the morning of what it is that I need to put on my body to get to the gym. The next thing that I do the night before is I look at what my meal is going to be, what my meals are going to be for the next day. So that way, when I get tempted, when it comes to my cravings, because I have a sweet tooth like no other, I know, nope, is not in the budget for my calories. It is not in the budget for my protein. I cannot have it. So when I want to stop at Starbucks on the way home from the gym, I understand clearly, no, that's not what we're doing. We don't have any calories available for a caramel macchiato. Get to the house and make you some breakfast. I understand what's going on. But the night before, Another thing that I also do that I am loving is I look at my workouts. And I kind of, if I'm unsure about a workout, I will quickly Google it so that when I get to the gym, I know exactly how to do it. I know the form so that I know once I get into the gym, I can make the most use of my time. I can reduce any injuries, Lord forbid, so that we can do the things that we need to do properly and actually put forth the effort that we need to put forth so that we can accomplish our goal, which is to live a healthier life and to be more fit. Step number 2, understanding your why not. So why can't you afford to do X? For example, let's use fitness again. That is one of my goals. And tied with fitness, I really want to wake up earlier. I am a night owl. That is who I am at my core. And I really want to maximize my days, so I want to wake up earlier. So when my alarm goes off, 9 times out of 10, before I implemented these 6 steps that I am telling you guys today, I was the master of snoozing, okay? I would snooze as if it was my job. Every single time that alarm would go off at 5 o'clock, 5:30 for me to get up and get to the gym by 6 o'clock, I would literally, it was like second nature. I would know what's going on. I was like, nah, not today. The next day, nah, not today. And I would wake up when I really got up for the day so disappointed in myself because I know that fitness is a very important goal for me. And I also know that I need the time early in the morning to really max out my days. And when I snooze, it really derails my whole day. So now I think about my why not. Why can I not afford to do X? So for my personal situation, why can I not afford to go to the gym? Why can I not afford to go to the gym? And the thing that prohibits me from going to the gym is me snoozing. So when I'm ready to snooze, I think, why can I not afford to go to the gym? And I have my eyes closed because this is how I be in the bed, y'all. And so I think, okay, I cannot not afford to go to the gym because number one, I'm paying for it, okay? And we're not wasting any money. If I'm paying for it and I'm paying a pretty penny, okay? If I'm paying for it, oh baby, we're going. I don't care how you feel. We're going. Get up. Number 2, why can I not afford not to go to the gym? Well, because my health is very important to me. There's people in my family who have a lot of comorbidities. And if you don't know what that is, that's a lot of diseases. And I am African American, which means I'm predisposed to a lot of different diseases. If you guys don't know, my background is nursing. So I understand that very well. And I don't want that for my life. So every single time I'm ready to snooze, I think about the consequences of me snoozing, right? The other reason why I cannot afford to not go to the gym is because I have body goals and I want to accomplish those body goals. I want to be able to eventually have kids and have energy for those kids. There's so many goals that are tied to these fitness goals. So it's not necessarily my why that gets me up. It's my why not. The consequences of me not getting up. That is what I think of before hitting the snooze button. I know everybody tells you to think about your why, which is, okay, yeah, your why is, I want to have an amazing body, or, I want to have more energy. Yeah, that is great. But if you think about the consequences of not having energy, or the consequences of not having a good body, or the consequences of not going to the gym, that will help you get up 10 times more than you just thinking of, oh, I want to have a good body, or your why. So I encourage you to think about your why not as opposed to your why. So your why not this is how you should phrase it. Why can I not afford to not do X? Why can I not afford to not wake up in the morning? Why can I not afford to not go to the gym? Why can I not afford to not eat healthy? Why can I not afford to not create content consistently? So that is what you want to think of when it comes to your why not. Why can you not afford to do the specific thing that you are having a problem doing or a problem being consistent at? That is going to get you up and going. Step number 3. Today is the day that you are going to create the reach. And what is the reach? The reach is the person that you want to become. The person you want to become a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. You are going to create that person today. And here's why. You need an idea of that person in your head. That person is your boss self. That person is your ideal self. That person is called the reach. And when you create the reach, I want you to also write down a list of characteristics the reach has. Is the reach, which is you, 3, 4, 5 years from now, is the reach disciplined? Is the reach motivated? Does the reach have energy? Does the reach have your dream body? Does the reach have your dream house? Does the reach have your dream family? And if the answer is yes to all of those questions, what actions does the reach have to do every single day to either get there or maintain that? And you want to start implementing those actions. For example, if the reach has your dream body, right? Let's use fitness as another example because that is literally everybody has a fitness goal every year. So we're going to use fitness, right? So if the reach has your dream body, right? What does it take for them to have your dream body? I guarantee you it takes discipline. Another thing that it takes is consistency. Another thing that it takes is motivation, right? So if it takes discipline, consistency, and motivation, I want you to start working on at least one. Start with discipline and start implementing that character trait. Then once you've mastered discipline, start with consistency. It could be consistency in whatever. Just build up the habit of being consistent at something. And then once you build up the habit of being consistent at something, start implementing it to fitness. Even if you really, really hate working out, right? Do something that you like to do. So for example, I love to walk around the mall. When I first started my fitness journey, I hated going to the gym, but I knew that I needed to get 30 minutes of walking in each day. So I would go to the mall because I love the mall and I will walk around the mall for 30 minutes. I will mark my lap of where I started and I will walk around that mall for 30 minutes. And once I was done, I would get to go home. And then I started exploring different things that I like to do when I work out. So I really, really like group classes. So I started taking group classes, right? And then I became a little bit more consistent within the workouts because I really, really like group classes. It helped me to be competitive. And you also had to schedule them beforehand. So it kept me accountable because if I didn't go to the class, then I would lose out on my money. And like I said before, we ain't playing about our coin. So I would go. And then I ended up finding Orange Theory and I loved it. I love that you didn't stay at one station for too long. It kept my brain going. I have the attention span of an infant. So it was really, really good that you moved all around the room. And I was consistent with Orange Theory for 4 years. But before then, before me taking that small leap of just trying to find something that I liked, being consistent at that, and then exploring what workouts that I actually liked, finding that workout, and then being consistent with that. I was never consistent with anything. I will tell you that firsthand. Never consistent with anything. But it started there. So you don't have to make your whole life consistent in one night. It's not going to happen. Just start small. Start in one area that you want to focus on and just try to maintain consistency within that. And start small and build and build. And you are going to eventually get to where the reach is. And you're going to have your dream body. That is how you do it. And then you start applying that same concept in areas of finance, that same concept in areas with your family and spending time with your family, that same concept in areas of your business. You think about what the reach would do, where the reach would be, what traits the reach has, and the character traits that the reach has and implements every single day, and you start implementing them one by one. Before you know it, you will become the reach. Step number 4. You guys, we are almost there. We're halfway. Step number 4. Okay, so I know you guys have heard all over town about the top 3. Basically, if you have not heard about this phenomenon, it is basically stating that every single day you should list out your top 3 goals. And then as long as you accomplish those top 3 goals, you should be proud of yourself, pat yourself on the back. You did it. Okay. So that is the top 3 phenomenon or concept, right? But I have added a layer to that. And I say instead of your top 3 goals, you need your top 3 goal drivers, okay? And what are your goal drivers? Your goal drivers are going to be the things that actually help you get to where you're trying to go, whether that be a month from now, 2 months from now, 6 months from now, or a year from now. And those goal drivers need to be in your top 3 categories, which we will talk about next. That is our step number 5. But let's just talk about the goal drivers. So those goal drivers, you're going to pick 3 each day, right? And when you pick 3 each day, you are going to make sure that each of those goals actually helps you accomplish what you're after. Whether that be, like I said, for the quarter or for the year, whatever quarter or for whatever year. You want to make sure that those goals are actually helping you get to where you want to be. As opposed to those goals just being do the laundry, run a couple errands, go to the post office. Those things are probably not going to help you get to where you're trying to go a year from now or help you max out your year. Those things are called tasks. Those are not goals. Those are called tasks. And I can really break down to you guys how I really plan out my day when it comes to goals, tasks, all the things, so that I don't get caught being busy doing nothing. Have you heard of that phrase? A lot of people get busy doing nothing, or they get busy chasing their tails, which means they're busy and they're not moving. They're not actually putting forth the goals to help them move, or they're not actually working on the goals within their day to help them move. So instead of just doing a top 3 and putting whatever goals in there, which a lot of us have to understand the difference between a goal and a task, goals are going to help you get somewhere. You want to put in your top 3 goals, the things that are going to help you get somewhere, the things that are going to propel you to the next level, the things that are going to help you get to the reach, your dream you. You want to tackle those things every single day. So you want to pick your top 3 for the day, and those are your goal drivers. Those are your non-negotiables. You have to get those done for the day so that you can keep progressing within your goals. To add to that, we are going to move on to step number 5. We are almost there, you guys. Step number 5 is called the future. Now, in this step, I want you to think about the top 3 categories that you are trying to improve in for the year. And what do I mean by that? So I'm going to give you an example for me. My top 3 categories that I am trying to improve in for the year, we already talked about one, which is fitness, right? Fitness and health is a category, right? The second one is finance. Finance is my category. Now, there's different things that I want to do within finance, but finance is my category. The third thing is business. Business is my category. So content creation is like a subsection of business, but business is my category. I want you guys to understand that aspect. You want to pick your top 3 categories that you are working on for the year, not just for a month, not for 2 months, not for 3 months. Your top 3 categories that you want to see the most growth in, you want to pick those top 3 categories for the year. So if you do not know how to narrow down your categories, I recommend you doing this exercise. Write down your goals, right? Most people, we all live life mostly within 7 categories. So write down all of your goals. And I want you to put an initial by every single goal. So if one of your goals is to work out, that you should put an F by that because that's a fitness goal. If another one of your goals is to make more money, you should put an F by that because that is a financial goal. If another one of your goals is to grow your business 3 times what it was last year, you should put a B by that because that is a business goal. And then you will start to see a pattern. And once you start to see a pattern, you will understand where you're really trying to focus in for that year. And then I want you to pick your top 3 where you see the most reoccurrence. Those are your top 3 where you see the most reoccurrence happening. When you put that initial by those goals, that is your top 3. And once you have your top 3 categories for the future, that is when you use your goal driver goals and you make sure that each of your goal driver goals are in one of those categories. For example, if I was doing my top 3 today and I had my 3 categories, which is fitness, finance, and business, right? If I had those as my top 3 categories, and on my goal drivers list for my top 3, I put workout today and make sure you do, 1,000 steps. And then my second goal driver goal is make sure you put $10 in your savings today. That would be my financial goal. And then my third goal is make sure you record 5 pieces of content for your social media business today. That would be a business goal. So as you can see, each one of my goal driver goals is in one of the 3 categories of my future goals. Does that make sense? I hope that makes a lot of sense for you guys, because if you got that, it is going to change your life. If you need to rewind this, if you need to save this video, go ahead and do so. I've paid hundreds and thousands to get that bar right there, and it has changed my life. It has made my days so much more focused, so much more productive, and it has stopped me from chasing my tail and actually propelling myself to become the best version of me and create some of my best years. Step number 6, we are finally at the end. And step number 6 is a very, very easy step, but a lot of people make it hard. And that is the EI system. So the EI system means educate, then implement, okay? And I'm gonna break that down for you. What I mean by that is you want to know a little bit about the business you're going into. You want to know a little bit about whatever your goal is, you want to know a little bit about it. So let's use fitness again as another example. I am not a fitness guru. I do not claim to be a fitness guru. I am a novice when it comes to fitness. Everything that I am learning when it comes to fitness, I am amazed by because it's the first time I heard it. So literally, I am trying to learn within that field and trying to move from a novice within that field. But I have to learn a little bit. So just like I was telling you guys, sometimes the night before my workouts, I will Google what a Bulgarian split squat looks like. I will Google what a goblet squat is. I will Google how to properly do a squat. I will Google those things. And when I'm in the gym, I am curious about everything because I don't know anything. So number 1, you have to understand what you know and what you do not know, and you have to be willing to learn. And once you learn, you have to implement. Do not stay in the state of always learning and never implementing. I have so many people who come to me and they're like, London, how do you dominate? How do you accomplish all that you've accomplished at 31? How did you do it? It is because I learn and implement. Learn and implement. You cannot stay in that over-analyzing state thinking you need more and more and more and more information. You will never progress. You have to learn a little bit and then implement what it is that you learn. And then implement a little bit more, because here's why. When you implement, you learn more. So when I'm in the gym and I'm trying to do that Bulgarian split squat, I'm learning about form. I can look at the video and I can understand what they say about form, but it's not until I actually do it that I'm really understanding what they're saying about form, and I'm altering my form within that. When I look at a video when it comes to traditional squats, I can understand what it is that they're saying, but I really can't understand it until I implement it. So I can't just be in that education learning state and then never implementing, because guess what? I can know all I want about fitness, but if I don't implement it, nobody's going to know that I even know anything, because my body's not going to reflect it. My lifestyle's not going to reflect it. My choices are going to reflect it. So you have to get to the state where you are educating yourself and then implementing what it is that you are learning. And I am telling you, you are going to propel, because once you're implementing, you're going to want to know more. That's how it works. When you're implementing, you're going to be like, okay, I know how to do this, but I don't know how to do this. Let me go back and figure out how to do this. Okay, now I know. Okay, now I'm going to go and implement that. And then you're going to become a beast. And I am telling you, you are going to get so much accomplished in such a short period of time, because you are going to be learning and implementing. It is a game changer, you guys. A total game changer. Now, I also want to make sure you understand that there's another type of person who doesn't want to learn anything. They just want to implement. They just want to go. So my background is real estate. And there were a lot of people within real estate who did that. And let me tell you, they lost a lot of money because they just wanted to go. They didn't want to learn anything. They didn't want to take the time to learn anything. They wanted to learn on the job. And that's not a field where you really want to learn on the job. You want to know enough to get you through to get you not making really, really big financial mistakes, because those things can set you back. So you want to understand the type of person you are, and based on the type of person you are, alter either one. So if you are an implementing person, make sure you learn a little bit before you just start running to go implement. It will make your implementation 10 times better. If you are an overanalyzing person, which is who I am, and I had to learn this the hard way, like it literally, one year I didn't do anything but learn. And I was like, what did I get accomplished? And my mentor was like, you need to move. So if you are that type of person, then you have to have somebody holding you accountable, or you have to hold yourself accountable and say, okay, I learned this week. Let me go try to implement it. You gotta do it. You have to hold yourself accountable, or else you will stay in that overanalyzing state and get nothing accomplished. And we do not want that for you. All right, you guys, I have one last step. I know I said 6, but I have a bonus one, and this is a very important one. I could not leave it out. And that is invest in yourself. Do not be afraid to invest in yourself. It doesn't have to be large amounts of money. It can be as simple as going to buy a book, reading the book and learning from that. It could be as simple as joining a group so that you create another network. It could be very simple in how you invest in yourself, but don't be afraid to invest in yourself. That is when the real growth happens, because like I said, nobody wants to waste their money. Even if it's $20 on a book, nobody wants to waste their money. And if you invest in yourself, it will in some way hold you accountable to really, really move in the direction in which you're trying to move. So I hope these tips really help you guys. If you like this video, do not forget to hit that like button. If you want me to create a series about all of these productivity hacks that I have learned over the years, and all of the ones that I've paid a lot of money to get, then just leave it down in the comments below. I would love to hear that that's something that you guys are interested in. And if you are new, please do not forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification. I have some amazing content coming up, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it. But you won't know if you don't hit the bell notification, so make sure your notifications are turned on. And until next time, mwah, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.